Hey everyone, my name is Joshua Valkeakunnas and I'm the team leader of Mental Gaming. I'm going to speak to you about how to create a professional online community. Before you start creating your professional online community, there are a few things you need to think about first. Make sure there is an actual need for what you're planning of doing. For example, are there already similar platforms you should try to cooperate with instead of competing with? Also have a clear vision of what you wish to accomplish with the community that you have in mind. Who is it for? In what way does it serve the purpose for your target audience? And what's the end game for it? Research all the risks and possibilities that are relevant for your plans with the community. For example, should your community be open for everyone? Should it be closed community with invitation only? How would those things affect your work with your target audience? For example, open communities draw bigger masses and are lower threshold, but also are more vulnerable to trolling. Try and find the most fitting platform for your project. In this video we assume it is Discord, but for some projects a Facebook group could be better instead. Create a realistic vision. How much will your plans cost, and can you have the necessary resources to match possible budgets to your vision? So, next up, building the community. When you are at the point of creating your community, make sure you utilize your team as versatile as you can. And give your team responsibility for some of the stuff, since trying to do too much alone will burn you fast. Create rules for your community that make sense, are reasonable and understandable. This is often overlooked, but it is a very vital part that, when well made, will support you a lot in the long run. Try and get everything ready to roll before you open your community for people. You can only make first impression once, and it is especially important that the server seems like a good place to be. Server that looks finished and polished for the start will surely attract more people to stay than unfinished ones. Advertise through channels and media that reach your target audience. This is important in the start. If nobody knows about your server, no one will find it. All the personnel should be friendly, unbiased towards the new members, even when slightly tested with minor trolling. Admins also need to be active to keep an active image of the server. No matter how finished and polished you are for your server launch, the server will always need some tweaking and fixing. Keep on improving always and be 2 steps in front of others. So next, members of the community. Members should always feel that they can contact the admins and moderators without it feeling scary or troublesome. It is also especially important that members feel like the server is for them and admins are just there to help and support in many ways. But the community itself is the server. It is important that members feel like their opinion and input matters when it comes to their community. And it is not enough that they feel so, it should be that way really. Since communities are way better when the members of the community are actively trying to improve the server too. When people are presented a chance to have an impact on the community, it feels more important to them, it narrows the distance and makes it more close to them. As many will spend their daily time there, it is only fair and just that they matter that much. Remember, community is nothing without its members. Next, let's go through some tips for the team. First, think what statistics are important for you and your funder, what you need for improving the server and what is mandatory to show to the one who is funding you to show the progress you are making with your hard work. Try to get as much feedback from the members of the community. They might know things you might overlook many times. Reflect the actions you do with your team. Are they necessary? Are they good? Are they too time consuming for what you are getting out of it? Is it ethical, and is it simply good thing that you are doing? Trial and error is fine, and I encourage you to do it. But to make it work, you need to be ready to ditch the ideas quickly that do not work and only keep the successful things. Feedback from the team is especially important, and try to be approachable as much as you can so they can say things that they think aren't working too well. Remember, do not overdo things. If you feel like you're exhausted, take a break. It will not get finished if you get burned out on the job. Steady goes a long way. I would advise to have fun while you work. This will increase creativeness and motivation for you and your team. Usually good things come out from positive energy, and feeling annoyed and being negative will make worse outcomes happen. Lastly, a very important point: do learn from others who have done online communities, as you can skip so many trial and error steps if you do your homework on this. You will save countless hours of work time if you research well. Do not be a copycat though. Make the community look like yours and not someone else's. Original content is always better in my opinion. That is it for building a community. I hope this helps you on creating a successful professional online community for your target audience. Your target audience is worth it because everyone should have a chance to be seen, heard, appreciated, and kept in value. Thank you, and I hope you good luck on creating your community.